Welcome to the Senate Minute, a podcast dedicated to keeping the public informed about the Indiana General Assembly and engaged in the legislative session. Today's guest is Senator Dennis Kruse to talk about Senate Bill 200 and how it is quickly moving through the legislative process. Thanks for joining me, Senator Kruse. First, tell me some of the highlights of Senate Bill 200 and what it would do for schools and teachers.
We have an A through F rating system for our schools and school corporations in Indiana, and we had a lot of problems with the ISTEP test this last school year. So we have felt, because of all the difficulties we've had, it would not be fair to our school corporations to give them the grade that they would get under the new system for the 2014-2015 school year. So my bill says that you can't go down, but you can go up on your school grade for last year. So if your school grade last year is lower than the previous year, you stay what it was at the previous year. If it's higher, you can go higher. So I'll give you an example. If you were a C school and you got an F last year, then you would go back and get a C grade. If you were a C school the year before and last year you got an A, then you would get an A for your school or school corporation grade. So you can go up but not down in school grade for 1 year only.
Why is this so beneficial for teachers?
Well, teachers' evaluation is based somewhat on the school grade and the test results. We have a companion bill, House Bill 1003, that actually deals with the teachers' evaluation portion of the bill that we're processing here. So we have two companion bills, one in the Senate, one in the House. Ours deals with the schools and school corporations, 1003, and the House deals with the teacher evaluation. But it would do the same thing there, that teachers would not have to be evaluated. If their evaluation is lower last year because of the troubles we've had, then they would have their previous year evaluation stand. And that is a basis on how you get maybe a bonus as a teacher in Indiana. We have $30 million that we've allocated to pay to bonuses for high-achieving teachers. And so we want to be able to distribute that money to the right teachers.
When this bill was presented, we heard a lot about how this would be very helpful for teachers, but do you see this helping students at all, or will it be beneficial for them?
Well, I think the grade that a school gets or a school corporation gets affects the families and the parents and the community and the students as well. I mean, who wants to go to an F school? You know, I don't want to go to an F school. I'd like to go to an A school. So I think it mentally affects the students. And I think they would like to have a better grade in their school. So if we gave them a grade that really they probably didn't merit in a lot of different ways, then I think it would make them feel bad, and maybe they wouldn't be as incentivized to do well as a student.
So what's the most recent update with the bill? What happens next?
Well, the bill has passed out of the third reading in the Indiana State Senate. So now the bill will proceed over to the House of Representatives. The Speaker of the House on first reading will make an assignment, most likely to the Education Committee. They'll have a public hearing in the Education Committee, and they hopefully will pass that. And then it goes to second reading for any potential amendments by all 100 representatives, and then goes for a third reading vote. And if they don't make any changes, which we hope they don't anticipate that they need to make any, then once it passes third reading, it goes to the governor for his signature, and it can become law. And we hope that happens before the end of January.
Thank you for sitting down with me today, Senator Kruse, and thank you, listeners, for joining the Senate Minute. To subscribe to this podcast, visit IndianaSenateRepublicans.com.